Good morning, everybody. How y'all doing? Well, welcome to my first edition of Foodie Friday. Foodie Friday is all about either eating out, saving money grocery shopping, or eating in, and how do I eat in my van all the time. I know a lot of people don't like cooking in their vehicle. That's why I wanted to get a vehicle with a sunroof. Both my Prius and my minivan, my Toyota Sienna minivan, has a sunroof. Why? Because I can cook and the fumes go out of the sunroof. That's why I love it. And I don't like cooking outdoors. It's so funny. Some people are like, they don't like people staring at you. And, they go outdoors and they don't want to draw attention. Me, this is the one time I like to keep it private. Even though I'm out there, I'm proud of my nomadic lifestyle. It used to be, oh my gosh, I'm homeless, I'm embarrassed. And it's like, I'm not that way anymore. So I have a lot of different ways in my van to cook. And if you ask me which one do I like the best, I couldn't tell you. I have my little butane stove. It really is nice, if I want to chop up veggies. And I do a lot of chopping up veggies. I do a lot of stir fries. My little butane stove is perfect for that. Don't worry, we're going to get to lots of props. I got lots of props on the table, so we're getting there. But the challenge with butane is, let's say it's a hot day in the summer. It's going to heat up the whole van, and I don't want to do that. And maybe I don't want to go out and buy a $15 hamburger that day. Oh my gosh, some restaurant prices have gotten crazy. So so I want a hamburger, right? What do? Well, down at the Dollar Tree or the $1.25 tree, they sell hamburgers, single patties for $1, $1.25, and I've had a few of them before. Some of them have cheese, some of them are plain, some of them are plant-based. How do I cook my hamburger without cooking up my van? Well, you all know I love my mini noodle cooker. Why? Because it's like, this is a 2-part cooker and it's very low wattage. I believe it's 260 watts. And I can cook my patty here on this surface and put on my lid. And I like cooking that way. Now then, why do I prefer, everyone's out there saying, why don't you just buy the grill, Ma Terry? The grill makes more sense. All right, so I do have the grill. But the difference between this and this is, this uses up 350 watts. To me, it doesn't cook up the burger any faster, but it uses up a lot more electricity. And why? Why would this use less wattage than that? I know, doesn't that burger look good? Yum. Okay, what it is down here you have one hot plate, and up here you have a secondary hot plate. So you're going to close it and cook your hamburger that way, and both hot plates will cook your hamburger. Well, I mean, that makes sense. That's smart. But what I do, and this is the deeper dish of the two, it all depends on how big your burger is. Now then, when this cooks, this captures the steam. I mean, it lets steam out that hole, but it forces the steam back into the hamburger and it cooks from the top down. So it actually is your preference whether you want to cook your hamburger in this or this, but I like to save wattage. That's what I like to do. To me, it heated it up in the same amount of time, but this used less wattage. So that's why I like this one. And besides, okay, of course it gets the char marks and everything on the other one. But, by the time I smother my hamburger with my ketchup, mayo, onions, pickles and everything, yeah, you really don't taste the char mark. And besides, I'll go to Carl's Jr. if I want a good char burger. But, yeah, not Dollar Tree. So that's what I use. I use this an awful lot for cooking. If I just want to fry up an egg, like I said, I can use my butane burner, but then I'm going to be using up my butane. Now, this year I have found the butane canisters as cheap as $1.99, but I found them as expensive as, I think, $3.99. So big jump in place depending on where you're traveling to. And, and some people, I can hear you screaming, well, stock up on them when they're $1.99. Yes, but I only have so much space in my van. That's another challenge. All right, now in this, I've also cooked this. I'm pretty sure I cooked this in this. And why would I want to use this Okay, the other thing I have, and I love this solar cooking, you know, because we use our solar thing. Okay, this is my Hot Logic, and I have two Hot Logics. These are the Hot Logic Minis. All right, why would you need two, Terry? Why would you travel with two? Well, sometimes as I'm driving along, you know, my van has two plugs, so I can plug in either the front or the back of the van. Sometimes I may want to use a plug, or if I'm in a hotel room, I want to use a plug. And this one is my 12 volt one. Let's see, are you there? Are you handy? This is my 12 volt one. So this is specifically, I can only use this in the van unless I want to drag my battery up to the hotel room. I do not. So that's what I use. Okay, so this is very low wattage, but this is a slow cooker. So if I want to heat this up and it take about 30 to 45 minutes, I would use this. I'm driving down the road, I'm planning out my lunch stop. This is great. However, I just finished a 5-mile hike. I'm starving. I want to eat now. I would use this. Oh, I cook this and this, and I have an extra pot. There's a lot under car cooking. I have an extra pot which is a little bigger. I can't remember if this fit in there or I had to use the extra little pot. And I find all these little mini pots over at the thrift store, the Goodwills and everything. So this is if I want to eat now. This definitely is if I want to eat later. All right, got it, good. Also, this I got at Tuesday morning. You can probably get these over at Big Lots if you have a Big Lots in your area. I use this all the time with the Hot Logic Mini. Why do I use this? This is great if I'm driving down the road and I want to cook up a soup. I don't want to cook up soap. No, soap would not be good to taste if I want to cook up a soup. Also, the other thing I like using this for, and leftovers and everything, but like, you probably, Mr. Louie can eat this out of the can cold. I cannot eat this out of the can cold, but it is delicious. But not, you know, it always tastes like Chef Boyardee, not like Chef Malteri. So what I like to do is I'll put some water in here, and then I get like dehydrated onions, dehydrated garlic. Oh man, the oregano, I put some in my hand and crush it up in there. And I put it in hot water and I let it sit for 10 minutes. And this way it really opens up the flavors. Trust me, when I cook this in here, you could not tell this is Chef Boyardee. It's Chef Malteri. It really is good and delicious. So that's what I use the Hot Logic Mini for. It seems like a lot, but most of these I can just shove up somewhere. You know, I know exactly where they're at. You know, they don't fit in, I mean, they do fit in my drawers, but they're just out of the way with all my other cooking things. But to me, it's really important. Like this, I think I got this for $1.25. It's 400 calories, and I tell you all the time, I try to eat about 350 calories for lunch. So this, I may not eat some of the pasta, but I'll eat most of the can. And this, oh my gosh, it's such a divine way to cook it. Like I said, if you really get into your spices, which I do. Now then, this is also great, and I'll show you the other thing I have for it. Okay, so I have a glass container, which is really nice. That's for all the soupy stuff, you know, and I love soup, I really do. Now then, also in here, I had a TV takeout dinner, so I got one of these. And what do I use this for? Yeah, stuff that's not as sloppy as soup. And sometimes I really don't like cooking with it. Now, there is a debate. Is it good for you? I don't know. It says microwave safe, number 68. I don't know. But what it is this glass is thick and it takes longer to heat up, and this is shorter to heat up. So that's one of the differences. What else did I want to show you? All right. Breakfast burrito. You just went to your favorite restaurant and you had a breakfast burrito. I always wrap it up in a tinfoil sheet, and the next morning when I want to have my burrito, I haven't damaged this at all. It hasn't caused any problem. So you wrap up your burrito in a foil sheet. I place it right here and I try to smooth it as flat as possible to give it as much surface area to heat up. And I'll dry for like 20 minutes. and then I'll flip it over and let it cook for another 20-25 minutes, and by that time, oh my gosh, the breakfast burrito is so delicious. Now then, I also can plug these into my batteries, and sometimes it may be I get to the park in the morning and I just want to go for a hike for a half an hour, so I know after my long hike my breakfast will be ready when I'm back. And one more thing I want to say, I find these all over at like the dollar stores, Dollar Tree, 99-cent only. You know, they're trying to get rid of these, and I love these. I throw in a little bit of meat. Let's see. Oh my gosh. So this one is like 280 calories for half a serving. So that's what I would eat, is half a serving. Now, call it right or wrong. I don't know if it's right or wrong, but the first time I'm cooking it, it's, you know, even though I only want a half a serving, I would put some of it in here, like so, and then if I had leftover meat like chicken or shrimp, I would put it in the foil packet, and maybe not the shrimp so soon, you know, we don't want the shrimp to go bad. Maybe I do that in the last 20 minutes, but I'd cook this up, then I'd put the shrimp on top, and then I just divvy up the portion that I want in my bowl and save the leftover. All right. I hope I made camping in a van a little bit simpler for you. These are just some of the tools that I use in my van as I drive down the road. If you have any questions, please put it in the comments below. Please like, share, and subscribe, because I really super duper appreciate it, and I will see you all down the road. Bye.